Yes guys, it's a boy Cam, CTB, Cam Talks Boxing, back with another video. It's David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade, fight week, Showtime pay-per-view. I'm buzzing. Here's the preview. Let's go, let's talk about it. Yes guys, let's go straight into it. Demetrius Andrade will be facing, on paper and in general, the biggest fight of his career. And likewise David Benavidez. It's the biggest fight of both of their careers. A question to you guys, is Caleb Plant a better fighter than Demetrius Andrade? Because you could argue this is Benavidez' second. It might not be his toughest opponent, but I still think there's a bit more of an element of surprise with Demetrius Andrade. He's undefeated. We don't know how good he could be, but then there's also the question mark about he hasn't fought at this level. At least Caleb fought the Canelos. You know, he had some big fights. You know, Demetrius Andrade, who's the best fighter on his record? I mean, he's fought Liam Walsh, he's probably European level. I don't think he's world level. But guys, look, both undefeated. It's a great fight and it's a great card. You've got Charlo against Benavidez Jr. on it. You've got Matias defending his IBF super lightweight title. You've got Hector Garcia defending his WBA super featherweight world title. So guys, it's an interesting card. But let's talk about the main event. Guys, who have you got? I still need to watch the all access episodes. Has episode 2 come out? Put in the comments if it has. But yeah, I need to catch up with those. But I've seen some clips. Look, mutual respect between the both pair of them. No trash talk. But this fight's going to be all about the skills. The skills will pay the bills, and their fists will do the talking. But a couple of points to kind of make is obviously Andrade is the older man. Is he more experienced? You can say he's more experienced. He's a two-weight world champion. He's 35 years old. But experience comes in big fights, and you can argue that Benavidez is more experienced. Benavidez got a better resume. He's fought Plant. He's fought. It's not David Morrell. It's David. I forgot his name now. But he lost to the middleweight who lost to Saunders in Montreal and lost to Golovkin. But he's obviously beaten. He's a two-weight. He's a two-time super middleweight champion, David Benavidez. And look, I think he has got a better resume, and he probably is more experienced. But not only that, he's fresher, he's younger, he's hungrier. Is he hungrier? That's the question. You can't necessarily state that he's hungrier. You can't assume that. But Demetrius Andrade, this is his chance. Look, he was with Eddie, he was with Matchroom, and he never got that big fight. He called a lot of them out. But then the argument is, apparently he's denied he's rejected certain fights. So if he's being picky at times where potentially, I think one fight that the case is, has he been too picky? Has he rejected fights where it's kind of onto him, then it's his own fault? And has he not taken risks? Or has he called out all these fighters and he's just been avoided? I think it's a bit of both. He is quite avoided. Canelo could have fought him, but he's just an awkward style. He's a good fighter. He's southpaw. He's skilled. He's got good power, even though he doesn't like to put his foot on the gas. He likes to just cruise through, even when he drops his opponents. But I don't think he can do that against the likes of Benavidez. I think he has to bring his A game. Benavidez is going to walk him down. He's an offensive monster. He's got an unreal gas tank. He's relentless. He's got speed. He's a combination puncher, and he has power. And in a lot of people's eyes, this is two of the best super middleweights in the world, other than Canelo. And a lot of people think David Benavidez is the best super middleweight in the world because they think that he'll beat Canelo. So, guys, it's an excellent fight. I just want to read a quote from this was on Boxing Scene, so check out Boxing Scene. Demetrius Andrade on Benavidez. When I beat him, he's young enough to endure his loss. So look, he's confident, and that's what they all say. I mean, that's like the Mayweather to Canelo. Look, he'll come back, but I just think it's hats off to Benavidez, because he didn't have to take this fight. It's a risky fight, but look, he knows this fight will take him to another level, because then he's starting to get an amazing resume at 168, and surely if he beats Andrade, which personally I think I'll give my prediction in a bit, but he's got to get the Canelo fight in May, Mexican weekend. Otherwise, what can he do? He can fight Morel potentially and then fight Canelo next September. But if Canelo's not fighting Benavidez in 2024, Benavidez is going to end up just having to go to 175, and he's been quoted that he's said he would love to fight Bivol, and they know that they can win that fight. So, but look, just on Demetrius Andrade, a lot of people had high expectations for him. He beat the likes of Porter, Furman, Danny Jacobs in the amateurs, so he's a skilled fighter. But on paper, Demetrius Andrade, he's been interim world champion at 168. But look, this is a chance for him to become a freeweight world champion, and I reckon if he beats, he'll be pushing for the pound for pound list. I know his resume is lacking, but he's a freeweight world champion, and he's beating one of the hottest talents in the sport. Sure, if Andrade beats Benavidez, whoever wins this fight, surely that's the ticket to the Canelo fight. I mean, what more do I say, guys? What's my prediction? I think it will be a close fight early on, 5-6 rounds, but I just think Andrade, I don't think he's been dropped, has he? He's got a good chin. I do see Benavidez. I just think it's his time. I think he's just on an upward trajectory, and he's looking to become one of the best fighters and Mexican fighters of all time. I think he's just so hungry, he's just so relentless in his pressure, and he might find Andrade awkward at times. They might even trade at times, but I just think he'll come on top. He'll come out on top in the exchanges, and I think he'll work out Andrade in the latter stages in the second half of the fight, and I think he'll break him down. His pressure will be too much for Andrade, and I think he'll stop Andrade inside 10 rounds. But guys, let me know what you think of this fight. Are you buzzing for Benavidez Andrade? Is this the last pay-per-view for Showtime as well? Because we obviously cancelled the Mayweather one they were supposedly doing. But guys, look, Benavidez, hats off to you. Hats off to both fighters. Hats off to both fighters who are making this great fight for the fans. A 50-50. It's still a 50-50 fight. Both undefeated. Both. I mean, it's the biggest fight that was available for both, I guess. So guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what your prediction is. And hit the like button, share, subscribe. Get me to 1K by the end of the year. And guys,
I can't even pronounce her name. Talking numbers on the phone.